the deal, Merc fam? Thank you for tuning in to another episode. In today's very special review, you can see that we're celebrating the first day of October because your boy has accepted the 31 Days of Halloween challenge. For all of my Merc fam out there that have a certain hankering for horror and gory movies, this is the month for you guys because I'm going to be dropping a review on a movie that I'm going to be picking out. Some are suggested, some are random, to review for you guys every single day. Now, I've accepted this challenge. I'm very, very excited. I went out, got all types of cool ass deco for the shit, but you already know, man, your boy gonna keep it authentic. It's gonna be really, really fun, man. I hope everyone sticks to this journey. It's only day one, and tomorrow's gonna be a whole nother video. So let's go ahead and talk about today's video, Final Destination. Man, this movie really gave me the heebie-jeebies. I really didn't even have to watch it again. I literally have owned it on DVD and Blu-ray and have watched it on numerous occasions. This movie, along with maybe Chucky, were some of my very first introductions to the horror genre. I specifically remember when this movie came out because my mom had came back from Blockbuster with her stack of DVDs and I always loved to thumb through them. There were some times I wouldn't get a movie for me, but not very often would my mom not think about me and grab me some sort of rated PG or action hero type movie. But I remember seeing Final Destination and asking her, "Mom, what is this?" Honestly, she told me that the movie was for adults and I wasn't allowed to watch it. But little did my mother know, young Anthony Mercado used to sneak in to get those DVDs when everyone was asleep, and I would watch those movies. And I promise you guys, it wasn't often that I would betray the trust of my family and steal these DVDs in the night. I would really only do it for the ones that they would tell me, "You cannot watch this." Now let's jump into this movie, Final Destination. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you guys. You've had about 21 years to watch this shit, so there is no spoiler review. If you haven't seen the OG Final Destination, go watch it, alright? It's really good. So the movie really revolves around the main character. His name was Alex, okay? And this kid was pretty cool, all right? He went to this really, really fancy school where they were going on a field trip to Paris, all right? To Paris! My school wouldn't even take us to the local YMCA to go take a dip in the pool, but these people are going to Paris. I remember watching it, always thinking, man, these people got money. What a good life they have, you know? So in the movie, Alex pretty much gets on this plane with all of his classmates. One of the classmates was his best friend, so they were really looking forward to this trip. They were gonna have a really good time. We think this is the timeline because this was the first Final Destination, so we were not really aware or prepared for the stylistic ways of the Final Destination with the premonitions and such. Now, I'm not going to talk so much about the other movies, but I'm sure you've seen them, so you get the gist of it. Now, he has this premonition where the plane is going to crash, okay? And he is super, super scared, okay? He actually wakes up from this shit very frantic, very, very scared. And he's like panicking, kicking people, pushing people. Yo, the plane's going to blow up. The plane's going to blow up. And this is before 9/11, okay? This movie was made in 2000, so there wasn't so many precautions or any really major reason for people to be scared on a plane if someone says it's gonna blow up, you know what I mean? So essentially, he gets in a fight with one of the bully dudes. They ended up kicking him off the plane with about 12 other people, maybe 10, I can't remember the exact numbers, but they're all people in his class, you know what I'm saying? Some people stayed behind, one of the brothers stays behind. Oh no, you go, blah, blah, blah. They take the fight outside of the airplane, and mid-flight, the airplane blows up. Literally blows out the windows to the airport. It was insane. All right, now, it was at this part in the movie where I was thinking to myself, damn, these people are so lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank God Alex was on the plane and he had this premonition. So like 30 days later, the school is having some sort of funeral, a memorial service, if you may. And, you know, everyone is kind of young. They're not really taking it super serious. They just happy to be alive. But of course, you got the one and twosies in the group who are like a little emo and they're like, oh my God, like kind of infatuated with this idea that they escaped death. You feel me? Shortly after the funeral, the FBI are done investigating and interrogating Alex and everyone on the plane, trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, how Buddy knew it was gonna explode. Man, his best friend actually has these really crazy events happen and he ends up hanging himself in his bathtub. Everyone thinks it's a suicide, but Alex is like, nah, man, that's my best bro. Everything was great. We were really looking forward forward to doing such and such. Like, nah, this is a mistake. So they end up breaking into the funeral home where he was going through the process of being embalmed and cremated and stuff like that. Once they break in, they actually run into none other than Tony Todd. Now, I do not know how old a lot of you are, but this was my very first introduction to Tony Todd. It wasn't him as Candyman or in any other type of movie. This very moment in the Final Destination when he tells them that they cannot escape death. Yo, this was my first time ever seeing this guy, man, and I fell in love with his character and how he was ever since. After the conversation and moment that they shared with the caretaker, aka Tony Todd, they realized that nobody can escape death. Now, in the movie, a lot of the friends die, a lot of crazy shit happens, but this was our introduction to this movie, right? We did not know anything about circumstantial events that really end up in chaotic death or anything like that. We weren't prepared for any shit like this, you know? This movie really had everyone on the edge of their seats. I mean, I know I was as a jit. To this day, I will not drive behind a big-ass semi-truck carrying any amount of logs or cars or anything like that. Man, jump in the comments and let me know if I'm lying, right? You will not get behind one of these big-ass 18-wheelers carrying some jumbo shit, because you never know, some Final Destination shit might happen. At the end of the day, this movie did so well. I believe they did like 5, 6, 7 other movies, and the other ones were not as great. I mean, I remember watching a 3D one, and it was absolutely over the top with death and 3D. It just became way too much. But I'm sure a lot of you guys are like me, and if you've invested in any franchise for any amount of movies, whenever they make a new one, whether you love it, you hate it, you gotta go see it. And Final Destination was one of those OG movies that really started something extremely crazy in this horror genre, which is the absolute reason why I had to start this thing off with Final Destination. Now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do 2, 3, 4, or 5. I doubt it. But you know what? Your boy gonna be doing reviews for a long time, so we're gonna have hella 31 days of Halloween to do whatever movie y'all want. Now, if you want something specifically, go ahead, jump in the comments. Let me know what movie you guys want me to do next. So Final Destination for me is gonna get an 8 out of 10. I feel that this movie has aged very gracefully. It is a cult classic for anyone that loved these coincidental, can't escape death type gore moments. You know what I'm saying? This movie was absolutely great for what it was trying to do and what it's done. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Stay tuned, man. You already know we got 30 more days left, but you already know what it is. It's your boy Merc. It's been a pleasure, but I'm out.
Movie, but we know that you acting with all of this heat, melt you up like you plastic. Niggas will switch up on you in a moment, like a stack of hundreds. I'm never folding. Heard they changed on me, I never noticed. Hit her and her friends, once that's a bonus. At the top, but I came from the lowest. Married to the money, yeah, I'm devoted.